If you have ever wondered or been frustrated with the politics or the unspoken rules about getting promotions at work, I'm going to share with you a story that really resonated with me, and it opened my eyes to the fact that there are two different kind of people in the workplace. I had the pleasure of working with one of the best facilitators I have ever encountered, and she was telling me a story about how she facilitated a session between senior leaders and minority employees. So on one side of the room, there were all the senior leadership, like VP, C suite, all of that. And on the other side were employees who were women and people of color. And she was facilitating this conversation with the two. And there was a point in the session where a woman on the employee side stood up and she said, "You know, you all are just so nosy. You're so nosy. You want to know all of our business. You want to know what we're doing in our personal lives, and it's just too much." And the room was silent for a little bit. And the facilitator said she paused and she looked at the senior leader side and was like, "Would anyone care to respond?" And one of the senior leaders stood up and said, "I'm not promoting someone I don't know." And the room kind of sat with that for a second, and then she continued to facilitate some conversation about that. But that was really eye opening to me because I have always struggled to build relationships at work. I don't consider myself a private person, but I am a compartmentalized person. Like, this is work, this is my personal life, two different compartments, and I just don't generally mix the two. But when I really paid attention to not only the relationships, but people getting the opportunities and people getting promoted, they did have more of that kind of relationship. And when I said there are two people at work, there are the kind of people at work who are like, my work should speak for itself. I'm here to complete a job, and the quality of my work and my ability to complete that job should speak for itself. And then there's the other group of people who are like, no, we're here, we should build relationships, we should know each other, we should have a deeper level of trust. Like, I should know who you are as a person and your family, and that helps build trust for me to know who you are, for me to bring you onto projects, and for me to promote you. I'm not saying either one is right or wrong, but when it comes to wondering why certain people get promoted and why certain people don't, or just the dynamics that go unspoken, this was something that shed a lot of light for me. And it's something for you to consider when you think about which side of the fence are you on and which side of the fence are you willing to be on to get wherever it is that you want to go in corporate.